My friend Emmy told me that she wanted me to meet somebody, one of her favorite people, Tom, and we met at Busch Gardens, a karaoke club.
I worked at the movie theater at the time, and I was a projectionist, so I had to be like one of the last people to leave. And so Emmy calls me, asking me to come out, but it's like 12:30 at night at that point. They're downtown. I'm in Tigard. I don't feel like driving. I don't know why, but I decided to go down anyway.
I remember he was wearing a blue shirt. I remember seeing his hairy arms, and I thought it was endearing. And I remember we had a conversation because I was taking a class in assembly language, in programming, and he was a computer person, and he thought that was very interesting. And I was glad I was actually taking that class because it was something I could talk to him about.
Right around that time, I was getting ready to do a work trip to Knoxville, and so I called her up like the night before I was going to leave, and then I drove down to Corvallis. We hung out all day, and I think my flight left at like 6 in the morning, and then ended up leaving Corvallis, I want to say around 3, driving back to Portland to get on my flight in the morning.
I graduated from Oregon State in 2007, and I was ready to go to graduate school, and I decided to go to RIT, and one of the reasons why I decided to go there was because I was offered an internship in Belgium. So I left for Belgium, and at the time I was hoping that we were going to make it, but I didn't know for sure. And there was a couple of sweet things that Tom did while I was in Belgium. He would send me a song just that would make me think of him, and one of the songs he sent me was I Was Made for Lovin' You by Kiss. Often, instead of saying I love you to each other, we would say, what are you doing? I'm loving you. And so the I'm loving you kind of always made me think of Tom.
I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough?
I was in Belgium for a couple months, and we still often talked to each other, and we missed each other, and we weren't growing further apart. And then he decided that he wanted to come visit me in Belgium. And during the conversation that we had in Belgium, he told me that he was planning on moving to Rochester next year.
I just loved her and missed her and wanted to be with her. And, it's kind of an adventure. Get out of Portland. She got me to start taking my my life a little more seriously. Went back to school and really doing a lot better for myself than I was before. Doing something more interesting. I think it was when your sister got married that I asked your dad if it was okay to propose to you.
And you would think that he would keep it a secret, right? But as soon as we got in the car to drive home from Wendy's wedding, he said, guess what I just did? I just asked your dad if I could propose to you. I knew I wanted to get married on the 27th, and Tom knew he wanted to get married on a Saturday. So I checked when time the next 27 on a Saturday would occur, and that happened to be in November, which was exactly 6 years to the day we met. So I figured that was a good time. I think marriage means that I am super lucky because I have found an amazing man that will treat me really well, and that he loves me, and I want to spend the rest of my life with him, and I want to have a family with him, and I want to live in Portland with him. And I can trust him with important decisions in our life.
It's just the just kind of the ritual of commitment in front of all my friends and family to tell them, hey, I love this girl and I want to spend the rest of my life with her and take care of her.
I promise to trust you. I promise to compromise. I promise to try not to always think that I'm right, even though it'll take practice. I hope that we are happy. I hope that we keep each other happy.